Welcome all of you. In this video now we are going to learn meaning of working capital management. And you see, as you know very well, the working capital is very important to managing the day-to-day activities of business. Without a shortage of this working capital, business cannot be performed smoothly. So this is the very important part of the business. Now we are going to learn what the means of working capital. Now, first I'm going to introduce myself. This is Dr. Anil Tiwari, Faculty of Accounting and Finance and the School of Management, State University, Bhopal. Now, the questions arise, what is the means of working capital? So, my dear friends, now you can see, and this, first of all, I'm going to introduce you in the various lectures on this particular platform, YouTube, or in this video. You can learn this, what are introductions and types of working capital, analysis of working capital, importance of working capital, and a step of working capital management. And I will solve the one numerical for finding the working capital requirements and the conclusion. So in this part, I will cover only the introductions and types of working capital. So we ready with this? To learn it. Now, questions are eight. The meaning of working capital. In a very simple terms, working capital means the amount required to day-to-day business smoothly. It is the excess of current assets over current liability. From another point of view, we can say that the working capital is a part of current assets which is required to run the fixed assets profitably. My dear friends, being a variable for day-to-day operations, we can say the raw material. And the raw material, the purchasing of the raw material, for that we require the funds. If you have a shortage of the working capital, you cannot purchase the raw material in the time, and that's why your production process can be stopped or can be disturbed. So that's why we need to be manage this particular point that is known as the working capital, so we can pay the different kinds of miscellaneous or sundry expenses or various times the types of we can say the monthly, we can say the wages or either it is the rent. So the working capital is very important tool or it is a very important technique to managing the short-term finance for the company so that your we can say the long-term assets can work profitably. This definition or this meaning on our this thing. But simply always you heard or we see that in the various because the author says the working capital it means the current assets minus current liability. So what the another part, what the extra amount from the current liabilities invested in the assets from the long term we can say the borrowing or the long term capital known as the working capital. So first of all, now I'm going to tell you what the means of current assets. The current assets are those assets which can be converted into cash within a year or less than 1 year. In current assets, we include cash, bank, debtors, bills receivable, prepaid expenses, outstanding income. And similarly, I now want to tell you what the means of the current liabilities. The current liabilities are those liabilities which can pay to the respective party within a 1 year or less than the year. At the maturity, in current liabilities, we include the creditor, outstanding bills, bank overdraft, bills payable, short-term loans, outstanding expenses, advance, and income. So now let's come under the current liabilities. My dear friends, now in this, I'm going to, in this time, I'm going to explain you the working capital or what are different, what are its different types. So first, I can say the working capital can be, you can say the divided on the basis of the value, or either it is we can divide on the basis of child. I talk about on the basis of the value. The two kinds of working capital are working capital is. First is the gross working capital, and second one is the net working capital. So what the means of the current of the gross working capital? The current assets, the total amount of current assets, which is converted into the cash within 1 year or less than the year, known as the gross working capital. So how we can find out the net working? The net working is very easy. The difference of current assets and current liabilities, it is known as the net working capital. If it is positive, It means the firm is able to pay their short-term loan, or if it is negative, it means the firm is not able to pay their short-term loans. So working capital, either it can be a positive or negative. So positive working capital now would be a better for the organization or the business. The business is able to the pay their all dues, all the short-term dues within a time period. The second, what a different kind of the category, different category of the working capital. Now we can divide on the basis of the time. The time, the basis of the time, the two category of the working capital. The first, it is known as the permanent working capital, and second, it is known as the temporary working capital. The permanent working capital, it means the minimum investment throughout the year, which is required to perform your day-to-day activities, or the amount which is going to invest in the kind of assets at the minimum level of activities. For example, okay, when I want to be a conduct this particular process, am I right? Am I right? Now we have to be in a year, we have to produce the 1,000 or 800 units. For that, now we require that is this particular minimum amount of working capital. I am I right? So this is known as the permanent. Either we are using it or not, but this amount will be incurred. Am I right? So it is known as the permanent working capital. And the second one is the temporary working capital. You know very well. Sometimes on the basis of the demand or season or space, suddenly the demand of the product now is raised, or the people started to buy or purchase more because of the because of the different reasons. So in this time, we try to manage, or we try to produce more. For the producing more, now we require the working capital more. So that the more working capital now we can fulfill, or we can manage on the basis of on a temporary basis. That's why it is known as the temporary working capital. Or notice the fact, after the particular time period, after the first, again now demand of the product will be a lower. There is no any requirement of the temporary. And on the basis of the value, now already I told you that we have a two category net on property capital. You can see it. And similarly, the permanent working capital also they include the minimum amount of investment in the kind of assets required at all point of time. Second, remains in the business in one form or another, grow with the size of the business, financed by the long-term debts. Temporary working capital, variable working capital required for the business over the permanent working capital. Additional kind of assets required at the different point of time. Already I told, and the extra inventory should be maintained during the peak sale period, like the festival season. Already I discussed all this thing. And the will decrease in the depreciation period of season. Finance from the short-term loans. Thank you. So thank you all of you for listening me and stay with me. In the next video, I will teach you how we can find out the requirements of the working capital for the particular organization. So thank you all of you. We will meet in next video. Bye.